kick me when I should start. Good morning. I'm Suzanne Susanna, and I'm so happy to be here with you this morning. And if you're joining us, please send a like or an emoji and just let us know you're there. We love our community of sharing oils and wonderful things about how they help and support our lives. And so I have just returned from doTERRA's annual convention. I felt so privileged to go, and I want to give you a little background on what it took for me to get there. Some of you know my husband hasn't been well, and he was in the hospital just a week ago and was released last Monday. I made plans to go to the convention months ago, knowing full well that I may have to cancel and might not be able to go. So literally, my flight was last Wednesday morning at like 5:50 in the morning, and I literally didn't know until Tuesday afternoon when I sat down with my husband and I said, you know, I have care in place. How do you feel about me going? I'm happy to stay if you feel that you want me to be here, and if you feel okay, and you know, this is all the care that is in place, how do you feel about me going? He said, I want you to go ahead and go. So literally, I started the process of everything I needed to do to get ready to leave my house at 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And I never went to bed that night. I had so much to do, and I was pretty tired. I slept a little on my flights, but that definitely takes a toll on how we feel, right? So the first day and a half in the meetings, I would say I was a little bit of a hurting puppy. I had a lot of neck tension, I had shoulder tension. You know how flying just affects your body, and then being that tired in addition with flying. So the reason I feel this is so exciting to share with you is I want you to know how much my oils helped me. And I used so much past tense. And for those of you who haven't tried it yet, it comes in a 15 ml rolly bottle now, and it has this child safe lid on it. doTERRA just repackaged it within the last year, and it used to come in a rolly bottle like this. So I take my 15 ml bottle and I pour it into and refill my rolly bottle. I don't have any children that I need to be concerned about. The wintergreen has a methyl salicylate in it. That is an ingredient. In the wintergreen, it is totally a nature-based, plant-based ingredient, but it is a common ingredient in aspirin, which is made in a different way, but it's very similar. And so I don't think there ever was a problem. It was simply doTERRA's practices and standards are very high, so they decided that it should have a child-safe cap on it. And so that's all. I just put it in my rolly bottle because it's so easy. I always have this in my pocketbook. So I was literally sitting in seminars rolling this on the back of my neck and on the tops of my shoulders and massaging it in. I can't even tell you how much it helped me. It just really pulled me through and helped me cope. I also used the adaptive. Yeah, that's adaptive, I think. This is the Aromatouch. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. So during my seminars, I would also use the adaptive and frankincense. Frankincense, I would just put a little on my finger and massage it across my temples and forehead. I'd put a drop on my tongue. Frankincense is just so balancing and soothing. That was very helpful. And then the adaptive, sometimes I would just open the bottle and sit and inhale it, and I'd put a little of that on the back of my neck or on my temples. I'd put a little in the palm of my hand and just smell it. So that is literally what helped me get through the day. Not caffeine, although, you know, I had some tea, but I didn't really, over caffeinate or over sugar or any of the things I might used to have resorted to. I would have been taking an over-the-counter pain medication and eating sugar or caffeine to power myself up. Well, I didn't do any of that, and the oils really helped pull me through. And then this Aromatouch is similar in ingredients to the past tense. So Aromatouch has the basil, the marjoram, the peppermint, some lavender, as does past tense. The past tense just seems more potent. It's a lot stronger. But this is wonderful. They both have cypress in them, which is wonderful for circulation and blood flow. So when we fly, that's a problem for any of us, is, we're just sitting for so many hours and we're not circulating much. We're breathing circulated air, which, isn't the greatest, but I use this a lot at night. I like to massage it on my legs, feet, and ankles. And I had my daughter who was with me massage it on my back before going to bed. And so all of these things just helped me to feel better, to function better, to be happy, even being so exhausted and even having my body hurt a little bit. When you carry a heavy carry-on over your shoulder, you get achy, all of these things. And so what I just really am so excited to share is the solutions that oils offer us. And they're so natural, they're so plant-based, our bodies respond so positively to them, in contrast to other things that we would typically use. And then I was also really powering up my immune system with the On Guard and the Melissa. And one exciting thing is the price of Melissa is being reduced. I don't remember the exact date, but Melissa has always been a very hard crop to source, and it has a very small yield. And we have now partnered with a grower in Albania that is producing the quality of Melissa that Doterra's standards require. In fact, he was actually present and spoke to us at the convention. And so now Doterra has a very sustainable source of Melissa, and the price has dropped. It's still one of the pricier oils, but it's much less expensive than it used to be. And Melissa is really an integral part of it's like next level powering our immune system. So definitely use that when flying in these current circumstances. On Guard is an immune support, and love it all the time. It's just always appropriate. And I would be amiss if I didn't mention that Siberian fir is Oliver's, my guide dog's favorite oil. It calms him. So before we take off on a flight, I put a little in my hand, just let him smell it, put a little on his tips of his ears, so it's like he has his own little diffuser. And you can just see that it comforts him. Like it just, there's a calm effect that happens. And and I like it too. I like to put it inside my mask when I'm flying. It's a wonderful oil. It smells like Christmas trees. And I also just want to mention Doterra's On Guard sanitizing spray, because it's still at a discount, a 5-pack for $25, which is a very nice package. And I ordered a couple of those. I'll probably order a couple of more. It's so small and so convenient. One bottle of this lasts quite a long time. I even missed my phone with it. It's very light. I don't want anybody to blame me for ruining their phone for getting moisture on it, but it's so light, it evaporates quickly. And if you think about all the things we touch and then touch our phone, why not sanitize our phone too? So I used that constantly. And this was a not quite full bottle when I started out. I used tons of it, and there's still plenty in here. So it goes a very long way. It's very fine mist. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Just gives you a little comfort and assurance when out and about these days. So now to the convention, just totally wonderful. We opened with one founder, David Sterling, and closed with another founder, Emily Wright. And they both shared many messages of value, but one was of how we treat each other, and just encouraging people to be kind to one another. And we don't all have to agree on everything, but we can be kind. And that was a very strong message. I loved that message. We heard wonderful things about our sourcing, about our standards, about science. I believe you could still register for the virtual of the convention. If you have not done so and have not been taking it in already, I believe you can still register, and it will be available on demand for several weeks to my knowledge. If you're really interested in learning more about essential oils, about research, about science, and even just the culture of the company, about the doTERRA as a business, both the way they do business and the opportunity for us to do business with a company, partnering with a company like doTERRA, it's just so enriching. I can't even describe how enriching doTERRA's information and convention is. I'm really excited to share with you a new product. We have several new products launching, and I'm really excited about the vanilla. doTERRA has now sourced a sustainable resource for pure Madagascar vanilla. It is not an essential oil, it is an absolute. That has to do with the plant itself and the way it is distilled. So it is distilled with CO2 and in a very pure manner. So it is a very pure product and is consumable. 99% of vanilla that is on the market doesn't have anything to do with a real vanilla bean. I have some in my cupboard now, vanilla from Costco. It was $5 and I grabbed it because I needed it. I was out of vanilla. I know it's not pure vanilla. And I heard that inexpensive vanilla that's on the market is made from wood pulp and doesn't come from vanilla beans at all. I don't know what this vanilla that I have is. I know it smells like vanilla, but it absolutely cannot be pure. Vanilla is one of the most expensive fragrances or seasonings in the world. The thing that fascinated me is that there is, when the plant blooms, it only blooms for one day. And there's a special kind of bee that needs to pollinate that plant, that flower. And if it doesn't, no vanilla beans will be produced. Well, they have figured out a way in Madagascar to hand pollinate. And they go around with some kind of a little stick and go from flower to flower and pollinate those flowers. They only have one day to do that. And that is how the vanilla beans are produced. It takes 9 months to develop the vanilla bean after that flower is pollinated. So you can see why vanilla would be a very expensive spice or plant. You've probably been in a little boutique somewhere or a gourmet shop and seen that container with the long vanilla bean in it, just one vanilla bean, and it might be $35 or $45 for that one vanilla bean. And that's not even a concentrated form to use in your cooking, like the extract that we commonly buy. You know, you still have to do something with that vanilla bean to get the flavor in your food. So it's a very costly plant. But doTERRA's is going to be affordable. It is going to be released on October 1st, and we will be learning more about it as it becomes available and is launched. But they gave us a little sample of it at the convention, and it smells so delicious. I can't wait to be able to put a drop on my top of my latte or tea. Little bit of almond milk, a little bit of vanilla. It's just going to be divine, and I'm really looking forward to that. It also has a very tranquil effect on us. It's like an essence of tranquility. So it's kind of mesmerizing and just has a wonderful effect. So I'm so excited to share that with you. And then another thing that doTERRA is launching, also available October 1st, is a new cleaning line. They have developed a new blend called Abode, and they, in the past, our cleaning products have been a part of the On Guard line. And I DIY with them all the time. I absolutely love them. There's an all-purpose cleaner, a laundry soap, and then I just add the On Guard oil to blends that I make, and to ethanol to make sanitizing sprays and things like that. So now they're kind of delineating where On Guard is going to be for our body, for our immune system, and Abode is going to be for our healthy, non-toxic environment. And they have a all-purpose cleaner, which is supposed to be next level from the On Guard all-purpose, which I absolutely love. So if it's even better, I can't wait to get my hands on it. There's going to be dishwasher pods, which will not leave toxic residue on our dishes. I've known this for a long time, and sometimes I make my own dishwasher cleaner, and sometimes I'm just busy and I don't. But I have known for a long time that the residue of the soaps that we clean and put in our dishwasher, some of that stays on our plates, glasses, and we are eating and drinking of it a little bit all the time. So this is going to be totally clean, totally pure, and I understand that it works very, very well because it's been tested. Really excited to have dishwasher pods. It's just anything that makes life easier, right? Then we're also going to have laundry pods. 1 pod is good for an average load, 2 pods for a heavily soiled load, and for families that are trying to teach kids to do laundry, we all agree that even us adults sometimes have a problem getting the exact right amount of the liquid detergent in the washer. Sometimes I overpour, but I do really love the On Guard laundry product. But this is going to be even so much easier. Just grab a pod, throw it in, and you're good to go. Again, it's been tested. People are very, very happy with it. What else? We have a dish soap to use at our sink. There's also going to be a hand wash. I think we're still going to have the On Guard hand wash, although I'm not 100% sure about that. But this new Abode smells fresh and a little bit like Purify, but maybe more citrusy. It has just a really fresh, upbeat smell. And you can go on doTERRA's website, read about these, that the information is all there. And another really cool thing is that they are being packaged in aluminum. They're highly concentrated, and they're being packaged in aluminum. So the containers can be small, and aluminum on our planet Earth is like 90% recycled. It's not going to landfills. It is getting recycled and used. But I found this fact disturbing. Only about 9% of our plastic is ever getting recycled. And that's pretty sad. So plastic never breaks down. It's in landfills. It sits there for forever or for hundreds of years. And doTERRA has really done the heavy lifting and figured this all out. So there's a dispenser bottle that's going to be available. That's a one-time purchase. So you have your refillable glass bottles. There's lines on the bottles so you know how much of your concentrate to use. When you finish a can of the liquid products, then you can recycle that aluminum container, and it's really a win for us in purity and reducing the toxins in our environment, and a win for the planet because we do want to live consciously. And when we buy these ginormous jugs of laundry soap, who knows whatever happens to that? Who knows how many of those actually get recycled and broken down and reused. And I have read that the machines that process recycling, if there is like a food residue inside a plastic container, or if there's a soap residue inside the container, that does not get processed and it gets converted over to trash. And so even though we threw it in the recycle bin in our driveway, it may not actually be recycled. So when I recycle, I do try and wash things really, really well, and I do always wonder if it really actually ever does get recycled. But Doterra's done the heavy lifting here. They're making it easier for us to be conscious, and I just think that's an awesome thing. So I hope to show you those products a little more next week, and that's some of the exciting news I have from Doterra's wonderful convention. If you're able, watch as much of the virtual as you possibly can. You won't be sorry. You will learn so much, and it will just deepen your love of oils. This company has so much integrity, and sometime I will tell you about the hospital that they've built in Somaliland, a region of Africa that didn't even have health care and where death rates are very high, especially among women and infants and children. And it is a gripping story, but I won't go into that today. I thank you for your time already. Please keep in touch. Oh my goodness, I need to do our giveaway, the box for our oils. Becky is the recipient of the giveaway, the wooden box, which we put oils in. And thank you for your participation over recent weeks, Becky. And our new giveaway is going to be a dry skin brush and a blend of oils that is very compatible with using a dry skin brush. I will talk more about that next week, but it's an awesome thing that I have in my personal care bag and items at all times. I love dry skin brushing, so I will share more about that next week. And have a wonderful week and a great day. Bye-bye.